This story is about the future, where we see the world destroyed. How did the Earth become like this, and how do people live their lives? To know this, let's go to the explanation of the story. The movie starts with showing the world of the future, when the whole world's environment and everything was very bad. The recent scientists tried to experiment. They messed with the DNA of the trees and plants and tried to change them. But their experiment completely failed, because they changed the DNA of the plants, but it became so dangerous that it became the enemy of human life. They made people prey by gathering them badly, which made the situation so bad that the Earth has become like this. And this dangerous virus spread everywhere. Obviously, it was very difficult to survive in such a situation. Everyone was worried about their own life. Because of this, people also divided themselves into two parts. Like, rich people make a colony separate from the common people and live there. Its name was Citadel. The environment of the Citadel colony was very different from that of the outside world. It was habitable, and there was no problem with anything. The land there was also very good. In addition, the people of the Citadel changed their seeds in such a way that they could grow anything. But the people of the Citadel used to give seeds to the outsiders when they needed their blood or organs. In exchange for blood and organs, the poor outsiders had to get seeds. But the people of the Citadel locked those seeds in such a way that the outsiders could only get one type of crop. And some seeds needed a code to be unlocked, from which we can guess that it was very difficult for outsiders to survive in such a situation. After this, we see the main character of the story, a girl named Vesper. This movie was made in her name. Vesper lived with her paralyzed dad in the outside world. Her dad could not walk. His condition was also very bad. Now her dad used to work for the Citadel people first and used to stay there. But gradually, when her dad became paralyzed, the people of the Citadel kicked him out. As a help, they gave him a robot that looked like a drone so that he could contact someone to ask for help with it. Now in this drone robot, some part of Vesper's dad's brain was inserted, and the rest of his body was lying paralyzed on the bed. We can see that Vesper is a very intelligent and brave girl. She knows very well how to survive in these conditions. She had made her own little lab, where she, according to her, used to change the genetics of trees and plants. She experiments on them. In addition, to keep her dad alive, she was treating him through a life support system, for which a machine was needed, because that's when the life support system worked. And so her father was still alive. Now one day, when Vesper was coming home with the drone robot, she saw that someone had stolen my dad's life support system battery. This worried Vesper, and now she, if she does not want to, will have to take help from her uncle even, who is a very bad person. And she goes to him. Actually, her uncle used to run an orphanage, that is, where homeless children are kept. He used the children for his purpose. In exchange for the children's blood and organs, he used to deal with the Citadel people so that he can live his life comfortably. And Vesper comes to her uncle and sees that some people are hitting a jug. Jugs were actually humanoid robots that look like humans, which the Citadel people used to make to do their daily work. Vesper's uncle bought this jug from there, but now, when it is no longer useful to him, so he killed him. And Vesper tells her uncle that I need a battery to run my dad's life support system, for which she is also ready to give her blood. Now her uncle takes the blood, but gives her time to come after 2 days to get the battery. Vesper says that 2 days will be too much. My dad can't wait, but when the uncle does not listen, then she tries to steal the battery and run away. But the poor girl could not do this, and the uncle catches her. He then takes Vesper out of there. Now after a while, Vesper quietly goes inside. A child had seen her doing this, but he did not tell anyone. Now first of all, Vesper steals the battery from here, after which she also takes many seeds, which her uncle had taken from the Citadel people, after which she runs straight to her house. Now after a few days, Vesper sees that a plane has flown out of the Citadel people's house, but it gets destroyed at a distance. That's why Vesper immediately runs there, where she finds a woman injured near the plane, whose name was Camilla. She was unconscious. Vesper quickly gives her support and picks her up, and brings her home with her. She treats Camilla and bandages her, for which Camilla's health improved so much. And she gets up properly in the morning. She tells Vesper that my dad is with me. You go and find him too, because we are from the Citadel, so you and your dad will also go there with you, so that you can spend your life there comfortably. Now after hearing this, Vesper immediately goes to find her dad. She had seen Camilla's dad, but before Vesper reaches her, her uncle reaches her. Vesper's uncle recognized that this man has come from the Citadel. He also sees the staff near him, so he found out that there is also a woman here with this man. about whom Vesper's uncle asks, but her dad doesn't tell him anything about his daughter Camilla. That's why he starts trying to kill him. Seeing this, Vesper immediately runs and tries to save him, but she doesn't succeed because her uncle had killed Camilla's dad, and he also pushes Vesper aside. Now seeing this, Vesper decides that I will not tell Camilla anything about her dad's death, because she will not be able to tolerate this pain. That's why she comes home and lies to Camilla that I found your dad, but he was nowhere to be found. That's why I will go to find him again tomorrow. Here Camilla asks Vesper about her mom, that where is she? Now Vesper tells her that my mum also had this dangerous virus, but no cure has been found for it yet. That's why she will leave us and go to a rebel group, so that we don't get this virus, because all the people in that group are also infected with the virus. The name of that rebel group is Pilgrims. The people of the Pilgrims live in their own world, and they don't care about anyone else, and they used to collect everything, even the garbage. Now with time, a relationship between Vesper and Camilla starts to form like a mother and daughter. Vesper also shows her lab to her, where she had grown plants of genetic modification, which had now grown a lot. Seeing which, Camilla was quite surprised. Along with her intelligence, she is also quite impressed. Now one day, Vesper decides that I should tell Camilla about her dad's death. That's why she brought Camilla to his dead body. Seeing him dead, she broke a lot. She starts crying a lot. Now Vesper takes care of her with great difficulty when she sees a strange mark on Camilla's neck. When Vesper asks her about it, Camilla reveals the secret that I am actually a jug, which was made in the Citadel, and the man who made me, I used to call him my father. That's why I was saddened by his death. Now Camilla was much smarter and more active than the rest of the jugs. Along with that, she also had emotions like humans. That's why the people of the Citadel wanted to kill her. To save her, Camilla's dad was running away from the Citadel by plane. But in the middle of the way, his plane was destroyed. That's why he couldn't go far. Camilla asks Vesper to forgive her for one more thing. I lied to you that we will take you and your dad to the Citadel. Now it is obvious that we had run away from there. So there was no question of going back. I was just saying so that you can find my dad. Hearing this, Vesper feels very bad. She gets upset with Camilla and gets very angry at her. That you broke my heart, because after that, I started considering you as my last hope. After coming back, Vesper's dad talks to Vesper through the drone robot and tells her that you should forgive Camilla, because she is very sad at this time. She is broken. Then Vesper listens to her dad and forgives her, and starts talking to her. Now one day, Vesper remembered that because Camilla has also come from the Citadel, so it is possible that her blood, DNA and cells can unlock the lost seeds. Locks can be broken, with which the seeds will become usable. Vesper does this too, but it is of no use, because of which Vesper is disappointed and worried. Camilla plays a piece of music after seeing her in trouble, which her dad had taught her. So, with the help of Camilla's cell with the rhyme, the seeds are unlocked by themselves. It means that this sound was the code that could unlock the seeds. And for this reason, Camilla's dad had taught her music. Vesper is very happy to think that now, with the help of these seeds, she can grow crops as much as she wants and whatever she wants, with which we can also spend our lives comfortably, like a citadel. And we don't even need to go there. Now one day, when Vesper was not at home, then her uncle comes here, when he sees Camilla here. Then he starts taking her with him. But when he sees the mark on Camilla's neck, then he doesn't hesitate to know that this girl is actually a jug. But before he does anything with Camilla, here Vesper also comes, and both of them attack her uncle, and both of them together control him. Now Vesper doesn't kill her uncle. She puts a condition in front of him that if you don't tell the people of the Citadel anything about Camilla, then I will tell you the formula to unlock those seeds with which you and your orphanage kids will never die of starvation. Now at first, her uncle agrees to the condition, but he was too greedy to get the reward. That's why he comes back home and contacts the people of the Citadel and tells them about Camilla and the unlocking of the seeds. That's why at night the Citadel's rangers come to Uncle. They kill him first, because they didn't want anyone to know anything about our seeds. After which they go to Vesper's house. Vesper and Camilla got to know about their arrival. That's why Camilla decides to surrender herself to the Rangers, with which they will leave Vesper, and will do whatever they want with me. On which Vesper's dad tells both of them that they will kill Vesper anyway, they won't leave her. Because now she has the code to unlock the seeds. That's why you both should run away from here, so that when the Rangers come here, they go back without you. That's why you both do like this, and run away from there without doing anything. As soon as the Rangers came to Vesper's house, her dad turns on his drone's self-destructive system. That means the system that blows itself up with a bomb, because of which a big blast happens there. And what happens is that Vesper's dad and all the Rangers are killed. Both of them were watching all this from a distance. With the death of her dad, Vesper gets out of control. She is completely broken. Then Camilla takes care of her with great difficulty, just like Vesper took care of her. But some of the Rangers who were left follow them because they saw both of them, because of which they have to run away from there. Now these people came in the middle of the poisonous plants. There were also Rangers behind them, and because Camilla knew about these poisonous plants, that's why she traps 2 Rangers here and kills them. After which they heard the sound of 2 more planes coming. That means they were not going to leave Camilla so easily. Camilla also knew about this. That's why she decides to surrender herself to the Rangers, so that Vesper can get out of here easily with those bees. But Vesper was stopping her from doing this. But Camilla had decided to go. Now Camilla had the power to put anyone to sleep. With this power, she puts Vesper to deep sleep. And the next morning, when Vesper wakes up, she sees that Camilla is not here, which means it was clear that she has gone back to the citadel with the Rangers. And Vesper also comes to her house, where everything was destroyed. She sows some seeds in the ground of her house so that the crops can grow here. Then some children come to her, who were actually the children of her uncle's orphanage. Now Vesper takes those children and goes behind the pilgrims, so that they can get some help. When she comes, she sees that the pilgrims have gathered a pile, and have made a building like a very big tower, on which Vesper climbs and comes to the top of it, and she throws the seeds she had in the air, and spreads them all over, which meant that in the coming time, such crops will grow all over, which humans can eat, which will make everything fine, and life will become worth living once again. And with this hope, this film's story ends here.